A place in the World Cup semi-finals is on the line as France and Morocco renew a rivalry that already has World Cup history attached to it. Nearly 4 years after their memorable 2022 semi-final showdown, the reigning European giants meet Africa's finest once again. Can Morocco finally gain revenge, or will Kylian Mbappé and France continue their march toward another World Cup crown? France have looked every bit like tournament favourites. Les Bleus stormed through the group stage and arrived in the knockout rounds with one of the most feared attacks in world football. Their round of 16 clash against Paraguay was a different kind of test. Instead of dazzling attacking football, Didier Deschamps' side showed resilience and defensive discipline, grinding out a hard-fought 1-0 victory. That result extended France's unbeaten run in competitive matches to 12 games, including 7 consecutive wins. One more victory would send them into a third straight World Cup semi-final, an achievement matched by only a handful of nations in history. Morocco, meanwhile, continued to make Africa proud. The Atlas Lions delivered a clinical 3-0 victory over Canada, despite creating relatively few chances, proving once again that efficiency can be just as dangerous as dominance. Unbeaten in 10 matches since the Africa Cup of Nations final, Morocco arrived full of confidence and belief. As always, much of the spotlight falls on Kylian Mbappé. The French captain has already reached another remarkable milestone. After scoring against Paraguay, Mbappé became only the second player in history to score 7 or more goals in 2 separate World Cups, joining none other than Lionel Messi. With 19 World Cup goals, he's now just 1 away from matching Messi's tally of 20. But Morocco have stars of their own. Midfielder Azzedine Ounahi rediscovered his scoring touch in spectacular fashion against Canada, netting twice after an 11-match goal drought at the World Cup. His contribution could be even more important if striker Ismail Saibari misses out due to a hamstring injury after being forced off early against Canada. The numbers heavily favour France. According to the latest pre-match projections, France have a 61% chance of winning, compared to 23% for a draw and 16% for Morocco. Didier Deschamps will also take charge of a record-equalling 25th World Cup match as France coach. Yet Morocco have built their reputation on making life difficult for elite opponents. 7 of their last 9 World Cup defeats have been by a single goal, highlighting just how competitive they remain even against football's biggest powers. Defensively disciplined and tactically organised, the Atlas Lions will look to frustrate France before striking on the counter-attack. France, meanwhile, possess another dangerous weapon in Michael Olise, who has contributed 8 goals and assists in his last 6 appearances for Les Bleus. The last meeting between these nations came in the 2022 World Cup semi-final, where France claimed a 2-0 victory on their way to the final. Overall, France have won 2 of the last 3 meetings, with the other ending in a draw. Will France continue their quest for another World Cup title?